A bombshell new report from the Wall Street Journal came out this week detailing how Donald Trump's Mar-A-Lago used to send women over to Jeffrey Epstein's home to give him massages, where these masseuses repeatedly said that Epstein was acting inappropriately during these massages. Now, again, this is all according to the Wall Street Journal, but here's what happened. Mar-A-Lago employees, the women who worked at the spa at Mar-A-Lago, it's their job to give massages in their place of work, would be sent over to Jeffrey Epstein's home where they were supposed to give him massages. Let me read you this. Employees, who were typically young women, were sent to Epstein's nearby home for years, despite warning each other about Epstein's inappropriate behavior, which included being sexually suggestive and exposing himself during appointments. Finally, in 2003, an 18-year-old beautician who had been sent to the financier's home complained to a manager that Epstein had pressured her for sex. This incident prompted the manager to relay her concerns to Trump, urging him to ban Epstein from his club. Trump agreed to bar Epstein from the premises, but the incident was not reported to Palm Beach law enforcement, according to former Mar-a-Lago employees and the local police. So Donald Trump himself was personally informed of this and didn't go to the cops. Just FYI, if you know of a crime related to any form of sexual abuse, if you know of that happening and do not report it to the police, you've just committed a felony. Food for thought, I guess, right? But that's what that is. I'm not saying that what Epstein did is technically illegal. Asking somebody, to do that with you is not inherently illegal. Pressuring them, forcing yourself upon them, however, is, but we don't know exactly what the situation was. So maybe Trump knew about a crime. Maybe he just knew that his good friend was a creep. And of course, he banned Epstein from the premises over this. Except he didn't, because it was another year or so before Epstein was eventually banned from Mar-a-Lago, but the two remained close, so they didn't cut ties. Not to mention, it wasn't this manager going to Trump to bar Epstein that got Epstein banned. It was his then wife, Marla Maples. Marla had been the one pressuring Donald Trump to ban Epstein from coming into the club, and that's why he did it. Not because of the complaints of these women, not because the manager said, hey, we got to stop sending women over there and he can't even come over here because he's so bad. No, it was because his then wife forced him to do it at a different time, literally in a different year. Every talking point that Donald Trump has given about his relationship with Epstein, about, all of it, has proven to be a lie. Trump has lied his way through this entire Epstein scandal, folks. Everything he has said has been disproven by the evidence that has come out. Some of it from the files, some of it from the estate, some of it from people who worked with Donald Trump at his various resorts and casinos. The relationship was far deeper and far grosser than any of us could have imagined at the time. And every news story that comes out gets worse and worse for Donald Trump. So, of course, it's no surprise that this man is fighting desperately to prevent the Epstein files from being released in their entirety, and, of course, simultaneously losing his mind every time new files come out. He is all over them. He was all in with Epstein for nearly 20 years. And we've barely even scratched the surface of that relationship. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.